What if Tarzan entered Singles Inferno, and the man raised in the wild accidentally became every woman's obsession overnight? After spending his entire life isolated deep in the mountains, Tarzan suddenly joins Korea's hottest dating reality show without understanding how flirting, fame, or modern relationships even work. But inside a luxury island competition filled with influencers, models, and hidden manipulation, Tarzan's brutal honesty starts destroying everyone's fake personas. And near the end of this story, Tarzan accidentally exposes the darkest secret hiding behind the entire show. Nobody understood why Tarzan was cast on Singles Inferno. Even the producers regretted it immediately. Because during his first interview, Tarzan asked if makeup artists were preparing him for battle, then accidentally snapped a luxury chair in half trying to sit carefully. The producers nearly had a collective breakdown. But the moment Tarzan arrived on the island, everything changed. Because unlike the other contestants, Tarzan wasn't pretending. The men arrived wearing expensive designer outfits, perfect hairstyles, carefully practiced smiles. Meanwhile, Tarzan showed up carrying a backpack and wearing hiking boots. No game plan, no flirting strategy, no idea how dating shows worked. At first, the contestants thought he was weird, especially Cha Soo-Min, the island's most popular female contestant. Beautiful, elegant, social media celebrity energy. She instantly assumed Tarzan would become the easiest contestant to ignore. Then, disaster happened. The women became obsessed with him almost immediately. Not because Tarzan tried impressing anyone, because he didn't. When one contestant bragged about owning 3 luxury cars, Tarzan genuinely asked, "Why would one person need 3?" The silence afterward nearly killed the entire conversation. Another contestant flexed his expensive watch collection. Tarzan looked confused before saying, "You could buy a house with that." Again, silence. The problem was, Tarzan wasn't trying to embarrass people. He was just honest, and somehow that made everyone around him question themselves constantly. Meanwhile, viewers watching the show online completely lost their minds over him. Clips of Tarzan accidentally roasting influencers went viral overnight. The internet gave him nicknames instantly: Jungle Oppa, Green Flag Tarzan, Walking Therapy Session. One video of Tarzan carrying heavy water buckets for exhausted contestants without saying anything reached 20 million views in 2 days. Even the producers got confused, because technically Tarzan wasn't playing the game correctly. He didn't flirt strategically, didn't create fake love triangles, didn't care about popularity rankings. And somehow, that made him the main character anyway. But the person most affected by him was Cha Soo-Min. At first, she found him embarrassing. Tarzan ate fancy meals with 0 table manners, didn't understand skincare routines, and once asked if decorative pillows had a survival purpose. Soo-Min almost walked into the ocean voluntarily. But underneath all the awkwardness, Tarzan made her feel strangely calm. For years, Soo-Min built her entire life around appearances. Perfect photos, perfect body, perfect image. But Tarzan looked at her differently, not as an influencer, not as a celebrity, just as a person. And honestly, that terrified her. Meanwhile, the male contestants secretly hated Tarzan because every carefully planned flirting strategy immediately collapsed beside him. One contestant spent hours preparing a romantic beach setup, then Tarzan accidentally ruined the entire moment by walking over and casually saying, "The tide is coming, your chairs will get wet," which they did exactly 3 minutes later. Absolute chaos. But things became serious after Paradise Dates started. Everyone expected Tarzan to fail horribly. Instead, every woman chose him. The producers almost started crying from stress, because Tarzan wasn't supposed to dominate the show. He didn't fit the formula, but viewers loved him because he felt real, messy, awkward, honest, human. Meanwhile, Soo-Min started falling for him too, especially after one late-night conversation beside the ocean. For the first time, Soo-Min admitted how exhausting her life actually felt. The pressure, the fake friendships, the constant need to look perfect online. Tarzan listened quietly before asking, "Do people even know the real you?" That question shattered her completely, because honestly, she didn't know either. But unfortunately, reality dating shows survive on drama, and behind the scenes, the producers realized Tarzan was accidentally ruining the show's manipulative formula. Contestants stopped fighting as much around him. People became more genuine. Even viewers started criticizing how fake the other contestants acted. That terrified the production team, because chaos creates ratings, not emotional healing. So, naturally, the producers started interfering. Fake rumors spread between contestants, selective editing manipulated scenes, and suddenly, Tarzan became the center of multiple scandals online. One edited clip made him look arrogant. Another implied he secretly insulted Soo-Min behind her back. For the first time, Tarzan experienced public hate, and honestly, he didn't fully understand it. Growing up isolated from society meant one thing confused him most: why people enjoyed hurting strangers online. Meanwhile, Soo-Min started realizing something darker, too. The show manipulated contestants emotionally on purpose. People weren't finding love, they were becoming entertainment. And the deeper she looked behind production, the worse everything became. Contestants forced into fake drama, emotional breakdowns hidden from cameras, relationships manipulated for ratings. Then finally, everything exploded during the live finale. Millions watched worldwide as contestants prepared to choose their final partners. The producers expected emotional confessions, romantic tension, tears. Instead, Tarzan accidentally destroyed the entire show publicly. Moments before final selections, Tarzan quietly asked the producers one question in front of cameras. "If this show is about love, why does everyone here look unhappy?" Silence. Absolute silence. The producers panicked instantly. Contestants froze. Even the hosts looked terrified. Then, Soo-Min did something unexpected. Instead of continuing the scripted finale, she stood beside Tarzan publicly and for the first time started telling the truth about the manipulation, the fake edits, the emotional pressure behind the scenes. The live broadcast descended into total chaos instantly. Producers screamed off camera, staff rushed everywhere, and viewers watching live completely exploded online. But the crazy part? People supported them, because deep down, everyone was exhausted by fake perfection too. The aftermath became national news. The show faced massive backlash. Producers denied everything publicly, but leaked footage eventually exposed the truth completely. And somehow, Tarzan accidentally became Korea's most beloved reality show contestant ever, even though he still barely understood how Instagram worked. Weeks later, Tarzan and Soo-Min quietly disappeared from public attention together. No staged interviews, no influencer content, no fake couple branding, just peace. One evening, while hiking outside Seoul, Soo-Min smiled before asking him, "So do you finally understand dating now?" Tarzan thought quietly for a moment, then answered honestly, "No." Soo-Min laughed. Then Tarzan looked at her softly. "But I think I understand you." If you love emotional fairy tale reimaginings filled with romance, chaos, and unforgettable characters, subscribe to What If Tales and watch the next story, What If Tinkerbell Was a Hacker Wanted by the Government? Because trust me, Pixie is about to expose secrets powerful enough to destroy entire countries.